What is going on, New York Giant fans? Welcome back to another Roster Bubble Series video. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Comment and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops or video drops. Appreciate y'all coming back. Share this out. Do all the good stuff. If you guys haven't been to these types of videos before, I take a player that's on the roster bubble. I talk about their background. I talk about their competition, ways they can win a spot on the roster, ways they could lose a spot on the roster. And at the end, a prediction as to whether they'll make the roster or not. So today we're going to talk about linebacker Matt Adams. A lot of people don't know who this is, so of course we'll go into great detail. Matt Adams, 7th round pick out of Houston by the Indianapolis Colts in 2018, 28 years old, 6'0", 229 pounds, was with the Colts from 2018 to 2021, with the Bears in 22, with the Browns in 23, and with the Giants as of April 12th, 2024. Now, what's to know about him? Matt Adams is primarily, and I mean this at 99.9%, a special teamer. His first year, 33 tackles. Total defensive snaps, 21%. In his second year, 10 tackles. Total defensive snaps, 10%. 2020, he played in 9 games, 2 tackles, most of his snaps on special teams. The following year with Indy, 1 snap on defense, 351 on special teams. Chicago, 205 on specials, 188 on defense. Again, that was a very compromised defense, not very good and terrible against the run as we saw against the Giants. 2023, 435 snaps on special teams, 97 on defense with the Cleveland Browns. His snap percentages on special teams as follows starting in Indy in his rookie year. 67, 72, 61, 79, 83, and 85. As far as his defensive snaps, 21, 10, 0, 0, 28, 9. Matt Adams is your typical special teamer. And in coverage, we're really not going to give those stats because it really doesn't matter. It's a low snap share. It is a low sample size. Now, he was named first team All-Pro by Pro Football Focus for special teams in 2021 with the Colts and 2023 with the Cleveland Browns. So, again, special teams, that's going to be the theme of this video. What is this competition looking like? I'm looking at Carter Coughlin, who plays the same position, inside linebacker. I'm looking at Darius Mussau. I'm looking at Deontay Johnson. I'm looking at Elijah Riley, who plays safety, different position, but they're both special teamers. I'm looking at a couple other guys, too, that stick out. Maybe you could consider Darian Beavers and Isaiah Simmons. Beavers, definitely. But all of this, how he's going to make the roster, it's going to be via special teams. How can he win? Solid tackler. Tackle solid. I mean, when you're on defense, when you're on specials, tackling is important. We saw that last year in the Lions game when the punt return unit, 95 yards the other way, missed tackles, missed opportunities all around. Versatility, superb play on special teams. This is a new system. The Giants are trying to right their special teams for the first time probably since the Shermer era. That's my personal opinion on the way I've seen this special teams unit play over the last some odd years. But they're trying to correct it. And bringing in a guy like Matt Adams, who you could take the Pro Football Focus grades with a grain of salt, but the fact that he's highly regarded as a special teamer and may make the roster solely based on special teams is a high regard that the Giants probably have in their mind when it comes to all these other linebackers against Matt Adams. Now, he will need to play defense, probably the third, fourth team, whether that's going up against Tommy DeVito or Nathan Rourke. Again, his linebacking skills haven't been measured much in the NFL, but he's going to need some solid production. Whether it's a pick, a forced fumble, this, that, and the third, my mind kind of rests on the comparison of Austin Calitro. Now, Austin Calitro in the regular season should not have been playing linebacker. He was terrible at it. We saw that against the Cowboys. We saw that in a couple other games that the New York Giants played. He was a terrible linebacker. But how did he get his spot? In the preseason, we saw Blake Martinez still coming back from that ACL. He got cut. And Kalitro filled a role because he made a couple of nice plays. I think he had an interception, I want to say, against the Patriots, and he definitely had one against the Jets. So 2 key plays, a couple other different things, led Austin Kalitro to make a spot. In my mind, that could definitely be Matt Adams, especially if he plays well on special teams. No pun intended. How can he lose? Tackling issues, injury is definitely there, lack of production errors as a linebacker versus the third team. He just needs to play simplistic defense once again. Not great, not awful, just simplistic defense. Read your keys, tackle well. If you're asked to cover decent. I don't think they're going to do like tremendous amount of man coverage. They'll probably just do some zone. Basic stuff, vanilla stuff for the preseason. And I think that's going to be a task that Matt Adams can handle. Because, then again, he's played linebacker before, and he's been in the NFL long enough to where he's played linebacker in the preseason against scrubs, let's be honest. Tackling issues and special teams penalties, those two would probably be his kicker that would leave him on the curb waiting for another team to pick him up off the waiver wire. If he is subject to the waiver wire, sometimes it's just being released. But special teams penalties and tackling issues, basically injury or any of those other things I just mentioned, special teams penalties and lack of special teams production and usage and tackling issues, those would be the biggest punch in the face, self-inflicted, for Matt Adams, because he is Matt Slater right now. Now, Matt Slater's a better special teamer. Gunnar Olszewski, he's a special teamer. He's not a wide receiver. Yes, that's his position, offense, defense. Elijah Riley, he plays a little bit more safety. Carter Coughlin, he's a special teamer. That's how he's going to make the roster. I don't have him making the roster as of right now, but I will say this. I always come out with a post-preseason roster prediction after the final preseason game is done. This is a decision that I very well could flip over to Matt Adams making the roster because he's been well regarded as a special teamer. Injuries happen and things change. So Matt Adams, I have him getting cut right now, but my opinion can change. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops to your drops. Appreciate you all coming back. Peace out, guys. See you later. Stay cool.